Good morning, and thanks for joining us for EaglExtra. I'm Kayla Day.
And I'm Britton Thompson. Today on our show, we'll take a look at what has been changing around Apple Valley. We'll catch up with some teens who are turning into teachers, and we'll see who the game changers are in Eagle sports.
We'll also take a look at a senior who has changed her perspective on her history. But first, before the curtain goes up on another great show on the Apple Valley stage, let's get a look at some of the improvements that have been made to the theater. Here's Travis with the story.
As the AVHS Theater opens the curtains to its 34th season, we're recognizing the fact that over 1 million people have entered its doors. But they weren't just there to see plays.
There are so many people that use our theater. It's not just the theater program. I mean, the actors and the techies, of course. However, when you think about it, Broadway uses it. All the orchestral and vocal programs use it. We've used it for graduation. We use it for NHS. We use it for program after program after program.
With the theater constantly being used and to continue the success of these programs, it was time to make necessary technical upgrades.
Well, to start out, we cleaned the theater. We got new cables. We got our new light board.
With the new organized control booth, curtains, lights, and safety features in the catwalks, these are just a fraction of improvements made. But why was $50,000 of improvements spent?
Because we take kids seriously, and we take not only an expression as to who's really exceptional in sharing aspects of heart and soul, and that is really what comes out in our theater.
Be sure to check out these improvements the next time you step foot in the doors of the theater, because they will continue to benefit millions. Reporting for Eagle Eye, I'm Travis Melander.
Thanks, Travis. Those improvements will certainly be helpful in staging our many performances throughout the years.
Some students are finding the front of the classroom is their stage. The Apple Valley role models are heading to the elementary schools to teach kids how to deal with difficult issues. Here's Lexi with the story.
Some of the most influential teachers young kids can have happen to be teens. Youth Teaching Youth is one program that uses teens' power to positively influence younger children.
Youth Teaching Youth is a volunteer program for teens, and what you do is that you go into elementary schools and you teach a 3-session series, and we teach about topics such as like character education, alcohol and tobacco prevention, bullying, peer pressure, that kind of stuff.
We teach them about like situations and what to do in like bullying situations, and if they're ever offered like alcohol or drugs, what should they say, and we practice those things with them.
All the while keeping it fun.
We play some games, we watch a couple like educational movies.
The 4th graders aren't the only ones having fun.
My favorite part of Youth Teaching Youth is just seeing all the questions that kids ask and how interested they are in learning all this stuff, because right now they don't know anything about tobacco or alcohol. So they're just getting a base knowledge, and it's really nice to see them learning.
So, if you're interested and have a love for kids, you can sign up through AVRM or attend an informational meeting next fall. Reporting for Eagle Eye, I'm Lexi Ruskell.
Thanks, Lexi. I loved having the high school students come to our classroom.
I did too. I always looked forward to those days.
One student on our staff has a real passion for finding out more about her history. Here's Harmonie and her perspective on sharing these stories.
I have a dream.
Well, another Black History Month has come and gone, and while I feel like I know a little bit more about famous Black leaders, I was missing some pieces of the most important history, my own.
Just a block away from Martin Luther King Park in North Minneapolis lives one of the keepers of my history, my 86-year-old granny.
But I can tell you, I done got so old that I can't remember all of that now.
I spent the evening learning more about the relatives I only heard stories about.
Auntie Rachel.
Uncle Rachel.
Auntie Rena. And my mom.
And your mom.
Woo!
Boy, she looked a little down. And this is all my grandkids. Did you see the grandkids?
Growing up in the suburbs of Minnesota was a very different experience than my granny's.
Everybody was strict on the Black people in Oklahoma. Very strict. I was born in Oklahoma and raised in Oklahoma.
While I was grateful for her telling me about her journey, I realized that my history doesn't stop there.
This first portrait is a picture of your great-granddaddy.
Every evening when my dad cooks another fabulous meal, I'm enjoying another bite of my history. The recipes Dad makes are passed down from his parents, who raised him in Arkansas with 11 other siblings.
We had big family times together. We did a lot of barbecuing, things of that nature. In the winter times, it was a lot of soups.
In sitting down and listening to my family, I realized for me the most important history is the one that ties me to the people that I love. So, at the close of Black History Month and the beginning of Women's History Month, I encourage you to take the time and ask and listen to the stories around you. Reporting for Eagle Eye, I'm Harmonie Bratton.
Thanks, Harmonie, for sharing your history with us.
It sounds like she has a neat relationship with her family. Now let's turn our attention to what's happening with our Eagle athletes. Here's Katrina with the Eagle Sport Report.
Hey Eagles fans, I'm Katrina Vogel-Giesing with this week's Eagles Sport Report. Last Saturday, the Aviators placed second in kick at Kennedy. They will compete in the state tournament this Saturday at the Target Center at 2:30. Kick your highest, girls. Also, congrats to the wrestling team for defeating Prior Lake for the first ever South Suburban Conference Championship. Tuesday night, fans turned out in full force to support both the boys basketball and boys hockey team. The basketball team lost to Eastview 74-67 in a match where they led most of the game. See them play in Eagan this Friday. The boys hockey team took on the Cougars Tuesday, beating them in an exciting game 3-2. Last Saturday, in a phenomenal win, the boys beat Burnsville 3-2 as well. Good luck to the boys tonight as they play at Lakeville North. Boys swimming finished up their regular season against Kennedy, winning 108-77. Congrats to Nathan France for setting a new Kennedy pool record in the 50 free, and good luck to the team as they enter sections. That's all for this week. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Katrina. Good luck to those teams as they head into their final weeks of the season. Well, cold and flu season is still here. Maybe that's why there's such a huge line in the nurse's office.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because students want to check out her really sweet crib. Here's Ashley, who got the full tour.
Get in tune, Apple Valley, because you're about to be wowed by AVHS Cribs, Nurses Edition.
Come on in.
Bet you're wondering what's in here. You'll never know.
Huh. I got you beat. Look at these babies.
Gloves for every evening occasion.
You may think, oh, we have a lot of fun stuff in here. Actually, we do.
Welcome! This is the student bathroom if you're not feeling well. You know what I mean.
You've seen some very special places, but there's one more to see. My favorite place. Welcome to the hotel. I mean, cot room. This is where you can sleep when you're not working. I mean, come when you're not feeling well.
Don't you know? It's time to go back to class. You make sure you learn and you study, and if you need to come back, make sure you have a pass. Sorry, but this crib is closed.
No wonder kids are lined up. Thanks for the tour, Nurse Randall.
While the nurse's office is popular, we found some students who are popular because of their celebrity look. Here's this week's ValleyView.
People say I look like Taylor Lautner.
People say I look like Taylor Swift.
People say I look like Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter.
People say I look like Amber Riley, who plays Mercedes on Glee.
People say I look like Amanda Seyfried, plays Karen in Mean Girls.
People say I look like Sarah Romer from Disturbia.
People tell me I look like Joe Dirt.
Be careful, celebrity lookalikes. People be wanting your autographs.
Well, that's all for today.
Thanks for watching.